This week's ADC location of the week is Lakes Entrance. Lakes Entrance is a seaside resort and fishing port in eastern Victoria. Located approximately 320 kilometres from Melbourne, the short 3-hour drive makes it a very popular place to visit during the holiday months. Lakes Entrance has a man-made access point onto the Bass Strait, and up until recent times, unless you knew what you were doing, it was very hard to get out. Once you've arrived at Lakes Entrance, you will find there is plenty to do, featuring not only the beautiful inland lakes, but a patrolled surf beach and lots of family-friendly restaurants. And in season, you can even buy fresh seafood off the trawlers. There are lots of camping grounds, caravan parks, accommodation to suit all levels. If you haven't been to the lakes, you are truly missing out. When we finally arrived, we headed for my favourite place to stay whenever I plan a fishing trip down this way. The Eastern Beach Holiday Park. See, when you have a boat in tow, you have to find a place that has facilities, not only for you, but your boat as well. Now, as per usual, Tegan was there to greet us in his normal, warm and friendly way. But this time, Tegan had a surprise for us because we were staying in one of the beachside villas. And I have to tell you, these villas are amazing, as you will see later on. After a good night's sleep, we headed straight down to the boat ramp for what we were hoping was going to be a great day on the water. We got there nice and early, so we didn't have much of a wait to launch at this great facility.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Real Fun Lifestyle and Fishing. Well, if you've been following the show, you'd know that we've been to Burmie, we've been to Eden, now we're in Lakes Entrance. Now, Lakes Entrance is a little bit different to the other two places that we went to because there's a bar crossing here at Lakes Entrance, and you've got to be careful. So it's always best, if you haven't crossed a bar before, to cross it with a couple of locals who know exactly, or a local even who knows exactly what they're doing. Today, I'm joined by a couple of locals who know the area around here. They're actually from Bairnsdale, just up the road, but they do a bit of fishing out of here. I got Steve and Mick. How are we, boys? Yeah, welcome to Real Fun Lifestyle and Fishing.
Okay.
So, boys, locals, how long you been around the area?
41 years for me.
41 years.
Yeah, a little bit longer for me.
Yeah? and guys, Mick is a really good mate of mine. Mick actually you manage Bairnsdale Jeep just up the road here, don't you, mate?
Correct.
Award-winning dealership. So any of you locals that are watching our show, that's the place you've got to go to get your Jeep, of course. Now, guys, serious business, the bar crossing. As you can see, this jacket here has got a life vest built into it. The boys are wearing life jackets as well. Why is that, guys?
Safety comes first.
And you're not allowed to cross a bar crossing unless you've got life jackets on, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, so what are we going to look for when we get to the bar crossing?
Just the size of the waves to start with. Just pick our mark and just make sure it's safe to cross.
Now, fortunately for us, guys, the bar crossing here at Lakes Entrance is a lot better and a lot safer than it ever has been. Would that be a fair comment, boys?
Absolutely.
But it still doesn't mean you let your guard down, right?
That's correct.
Okay, now once we've crossed the bar, where are we going? What are we chasing?
We're chasing snapper. They're just about to come on this time of year, and we'll if they're no good, well, we'll have to go in and chase some grey submarines, which they call the gum.
Yeah, the great grey subs, as we call them, down the road there as well. There's some beautiful big ocean flatties out here as well.
Correct.
Might have a crack at them. Who knows, guys? It's a lucky dip here as well as it is up on the east coast there. So stay tuned and hopefully we've got a lot of good stuff coming for you.
The time to take on the Lakes Entrance bar crossing had finally arrived. And even though I knew the crossing was not dangerous anymore, there is always that little bit of an anxious wait. But you know what? I would rather be anxious and safe than overconfident and unsafe. I decided to move aside and let Steve and Mick take full control of the boat because they had done this several times before. And the taxi out was very scenic, so we thoroughly enjoyed it. As we approached the entrance, Steve got on the UHF radio and let port control know how many of us on the boat and what time we expected to be back. Now, I can't stress enough the importance of being safe while you're on the water because it doesn't take much for something to go wrong. And being on the water makes problems so much worse, so I always try and avoid trouble. Now it was time, so we powered up the Surtees and off we went.
Okay guys, so we've come out about 10k roughly offshore, yeah?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Sort of pretty well straight out. What do they call this place?
They call it the Rock.
And why do they call it the Rock?
It's just one of the old sayings of an old person that used to just named it after catching a lot of fish here, just the Rock, that's what they call it, yeah.
Okay, there you go. And what are we chasing here?
Well, big reds. Might be a little bit early for them at the moment, but yeah, this rock does hold a lot of big fish, up to 6, 7, 8 kilo. Yeah, it's just a waiting game.
Fingers crossed, let's hope the Rock produces. We're still here at V, but what we've done is rather than anchor, we've pulled the anchor because this area is known for flatheads. And I've got a beauty. Beauty. Now guys, I may as well show you this. These things here are deadly. Those spikes on the back of them, if they hit you, you will know about it. So you've got to be really, really careful when you're taking the hook off.
At Brighton Jeep, we don't just sell Jeep, we live Jeep.